The Legend of the Rose. A long time ago, in a small town surrounded by mountains, there lived a kind young lady named Rosa. She was known for her goodness and love for nature. Every day, you would find Rosa in her garden, watering plants and talking to the flowers as if they were her friends. One day, while Rosa was sweeping leaves in her garden, an old woman appeared. She wore torn, worn-out clothes and looked very tired from a long journey. "Dear lady, could you give me a little water? I've been walking so far and I'm very thirsty," the old woman said. "Of course, please wait and I'll get some for you," Rosa replied with a kind smile. She quickly ran to her house and came back with a glass of cold water and some bread. "Here, take this too, so you won't go hungry," Rosa said warmly. The old woman smiled and looked at Rosa with gratitude. "Thank you, dear. You have such a kind heart. Not everyone shows care for others like this," she said while holding the glass from which she drank water. Then she reached into her bag, pulled out a small pouch, and handed it to Rosa. "This is a small gift to thank you. Take good care of it," the old woman said before leaving. When Rosa opened the pouch, she found some unusual seeds. "What are these?" she asked. "These are special seeds. Plant them in your garden and wait. They will bring beauty and blessings to your life," the old woman explained before walking away. The next morning, Rosa planted the seeds right in the middle of her garden. Every day she watered and cared for them. Weeks passed, but nothing grew. Still, Rosa didn't give up. She kept tending to the soil and praying that her hard work would pay off. One morning, as Rosa wiped the sweat from her forehead, she noticed tiny sprouts breaking through the soil. Her eyes sparkled with joy. Day by day, the sprouts grew taller, fuller, and stronger, until finally they bloomed into the most beautiful flowers anyone had ever seen. Their petals were shaped like hearts, and their color was a deep red, almost like the color of blood. The news about Rosa's magical flowers quickly spread. People from nearby towns came to see them, amazed by their beauty. Whenever someone asked for a petal for their prayers, Rosa would gladly share. "This flower's beauty is a blessing from God," she would say. "It's only right to share it with others." The people in the town were delighted to see Rosa's flowers whenever they passed by her garden. The flowers' fragrance brought happiness to everyone. But one night, a powerful king from a faraway kingdom came to see the flowers after hearing about their magic. When he saw them, he wanted them for himself. "Give me this plant, Rosa, and I will reward you with great riches," the king said. But Rosa refused. "I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but this plant is not meant to be owned. It is for everyone," she explained. The king grew angry and ordered his men to take the plant. But as the soldiers approached, the old woman Rosa had helped before suddenly appeared. She transformed into a glowing fairy, her beauty shining under the moonlight. "Your Majesty, this plant is a symbol of Rosa's kindness and compassion. It cannot be owned by anyone. Leave now and return to your kingdom, or I will punish you and your soldiers," the fairy declared. The king trembled in fear at what he saw and heard. He had no choice but to retreat. He apologized to Rosa and promised never to return and leave her and the plant in peace. The next morning, the people in the town heard about what happened that night. They were amazed to learn that Rosa's magical flowers were protected by a fairy. Rosa noticed that tiny thorns had started to grow on the plant's stems, almost as if to remind everyone that the flowers had a special guardian. Rosa shared the seeds of her plant with her neighbors, and soon the entire town had beautiful flowers growing in their gardens. From that day on, the plant was called a rose, named after Rosa, to honor her kind and generous heart. Even now, the rose remains a symbol of love and kindness. Whenever you see a rose, remember Rosa's story, a reminder that true beauty comes from a heart filled with care and compassion. And that's the end of the story of the legend of the rose. What did you learn from this story? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, we encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll always be updated with our upcoming videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.